president of the Oosterhout Library, and around this time of year, you and your family might be sharing some of your favorite meals together. Do you have a favorite meal? A favorite food? A food that you could eat every single night if your family let you. Well, I have a story to share with you about a young girl, a young scientist, who thinks that pizza is the best food ever. And she's going to prove it with some data or information in the story called Every Night is Pizza Night. So I'll also give you a recipe on how you can make your own pizza at home, which is a little bit of science, and how you can conduct your own delicious investigation and maybe even find a new favorite food. So let's get started with the story, Every Night is Pizza Night.
Every Night is Pizza Night, written by J. Kenji Lopez Alt, illustrated by Gianna Ruggiero, and published by Norton Young Readers. Tonight is pizza night. So was last night, and we're making pizza tomorrow too. Actually, every night is pizza night. Because pizza is the best. This is a scientific fact. I have done the test to prove it. See, test number 4, waffle iron. Wussy but worth it. Test number 18, the cold morning slice. Test number 37, pizza in the dark. Hello, pizza, my old friend. Test 86, pizza upside down. Yum. Test number 91, pizza upside down. Yum. Mr. Gonzalez knows my shopping list by heart. Everyone in the neighborhood shops at his store. A plain cheese pizza can't be topped, people. But how about some pepperoni this time? I admit not everyone wants pizza all the time. Exhibit A, my papa. I long for grapefruit. Mama says, think of what you're missing. There's a chicken pot pie. Chicken nut pie. Peking duck? Peking yuck. 5-bean chili? Ugh, don't be silly. French onion soup? French onion poop. Okay, how do you know pizza is best if you've never tried anything else? What if Mama's right? My science teacher says a good scientist always wants more data. Data, says Papa? You have the whole neighborhood. All right, I'll do it. I do not need to do it. I do not want to do it. But I will try other foods, and I will do it for science. My neighbor Eugene thinks that the best food is bibimbap, but he's wrong. The colors in the old stone bowl are so pretty. It smells spicy. It smells a little stinky. It does not smell like pizza. I do not need it. I do not want it, but I will try it for science. Yeah, it's spicy. Crunchy carrots, cool cucumbers, and I love it. And rice, you are so delicious, and there's so many of you. Bibimbap, you are a taste sensation. If being stinky is wrong, I don't want to be right. This is new. This is exciting. Is this better than pizza? Thank you and excuse me, but I need more data. I stop at the end of the hall where Farah lives. She says that the best food is tagine. You make it by cooking a bit of this and a bit of that in a clay hat. When I smell tagine cooking, it reminds me of old home, she says. At the markets, you can get just the right spices for chicken, chickpeas, or even camel, she says. Do camels like pizza? Probably yes. The tagine is ready, and so Farah lifts up the lid. I do not need it, I do not want it, but I will try it. I try another bite, and then another just to be sure, and I can't stop. I'm a tagine machine. Chicken and apricots do belong together. Spices. Is this better than pizza? Thank you, Farah, but I need more data. Dakota lives down the street, and she's got a big pot on her stove. This is my mama's red beans and rice. It is the best way to make someone feel good, maybe even better than a hug, she tells me. I do not need it. I do not want it, but I will try it. Once you've had bibimbap and tagine, nothing can surprise. Holy pepperoni, this is good. Garlicky garlic, peppery peppers, celery cellars. It's like a great big hug around my belly. Is this better than pizza? I still need more data. Ronnie and Donnie run the dumpling truck down the street, and they say dumplings are the best. They look good. They look warm and cozy, but the best? I kind of need to try them. Just for science, of course. Ah, dumplings! Your middles are so hot and juicy, your skin so thin and stretchy. Little purses of delight. Are you better than pizza? Data, Donnie, data. Dumplings are good, but pizza is still the best. It is a scientific fact. So, how can so many happy people be so wrong? I will ask Mr. Gonzalez. He knows everyone. He's tried everything. He will know what the best food is. Mr. Gonzalez, I shout. What is it, people? I have to know. Is pizza the best food in the world? Of course it is. Of course pizza is the best. People, pizza is the best, but it's not the only best. Huh? When it's cold out, the best is matzo ball soup from Levi's. When I want an extra treat, I go to Vincenzo's chocolate cake. And sometimes Famous Fred's Famous Frank's are best. Or maybe that's Mrs. Mendoza's empanadas. Sometimes hot butter popcorn is the best, but my mother's spicy green pozole soup is always the best. How can so many things be the best? How can science explain that? Pizza always tastes good, but does that make it the best? Is the best food a family recipe? Is it something that reminds you of home? Is it the kind of food that says I love you? Or is it something that you just like to share? I've got to perform an experiment and time to get baking. Test 99. Pizza party. People, your pizza is the best. Tagine party at my house next week. Best pizza ever. The end.
So our young scientists
People.
discover that there's a whole other delicious world of food out there. Dishes from across the country and across the world. She just explored the bibimbap, which is a Korean rice dish, or tagine, which is a Moroccan dish, or red beans and rice, which is a Southern America, most famously from Louisiana dish.
And dumplings too.
I'll include a link in the description box below to the kid-friendly recipes of these featured dishes directly on the author's Food Lab Junior blog on SeriousEats.com, because trying new foods is always fun, which you might want to do for our next activity, where you can be a scientist like people in our story and go on a delicious data investigation. Now, in the description box below, you will see a chart that you can print out or you can make your own. So what you're going to do with you and your family, you will choose some favorite dishes to share and then rate them on how many yums or how delicious you think they are. So once you've chosen your dishes, you'll predict which you think will be your favorite. And now here's the delicious part. You get to eat the food and rate it depending on how yummy your meal was. So if you had pizza with cheese, that might be 4 yums, since you'd color in 4 rectangles here. But maybe grandma's lasagna, maybe that's 5 yums. So go ahead and be sure to include some brand new dishes to try out too. If you need some inspiration, you can always stop by the library for some kid-friendly cookbooks like these and so many more. You might also want to try your hand at making your own pizza. And if you make your own pizza from scratch, you actually get to see some science happen right before your eyes, thanks to something called yeast. Yeast is the ingredient used to make the dough for pizza crust. And yeast is an actual living organism that when you buy it at the store, it's dormant or sleeping. But given the right temperature in food, wakes up, which then helps the dough grow from a small ball to the big ball of delicious pizza crust that we all love to eat. You can find a simple recipe and science activity in the description box below. I sure hope you had a good time, discover some new tasty foods, and see you next time. Bye.